webinar classes, Chapter 7, Internal Trade. So yesterday we have seen that meaning of trade. Buying and selling of goods for money or other than money or money worth, that is called trade. Whether it is in bulk amount or bulk quantity, or whether it is in less quantity, if the activity that is selling or buying the goods is called, as in that home trade and foreign trade. Okay, under home trade, we have wholesale trade and retail trade. And under foreign trade, we have import trade. So yesterday we are seeing that the home trade. Home trade is nothing but within the nation. If the trade activity takes place within the boundaries of a country, whether it may be between states or districts or local, that is called internal trade. But here you can see that world map is the globe. Here you can see many countries. So any activity within the country, here India, if the activity, trading activity within the India, that is called internal trade. But the trading activity, that means selling the goods to other countries or purchasing the goods from other countries or with several countries, that is called external trade. So the external trade, also known as foreign trade or international trade, because we are selling and purchasing goods from other countries, not national but international, other than our country, more than one or two countries. That is called external trade. For example, we have here example that Mr. X, who is trader from Warangal, sells chili powder to Mr. Y, a consumer from Maldives. X is the exporter and Y is the importer, and the exchange of goods between them is called foreign trade. External trade can further be subdivided into export trade, import trade, and end-report trade. So we can purchase, that means we can import from other countries, or we can sell, that is we can export to other countries. Okay, so that is if we import, whether it may be import or export, but it is from other countries, that is called external trade or foreign trade or international trade. This trade can be divided into three types, that is export trade. So for example, we need any goods that not available in our country, that it is important. If you think that is important, then we import from other countries. For example, petroleum, gold, like that we import from other countries, then that is called import trade. Okay. That when a trader operating his trade in the home country obtains or purchases goods from a trader located in other country, it is called imported trade. So a trader from India may purchase goods from a trader from Singapore. Okay. So nothing but importing, nothing but purchasing from other countries. But exporting, it means selling to other countries. When a trader hailing from a particular country, usually called home country, sells his goods to a trader or a customer living in another country, it is called export trade. For example, a trader from India may sell his goods to a customer in Iran. If we export or sells to other countries, that is called export trade. Export trade. If we import or purchase from other countries, that is called import trade. But next one is end-report trade. That means the combination of both export and import trade is called end-report trade, because here the person import the goods and again modify that or directly export to other countries for more prices. For example, see here you can see that when goods are imported from one country and later re-exported, affecting some process or without such processing, it is called entry-port trade. In short, it is the re-export of imported goods. For example, an Indian trader from the home country itself purchases in some raw materials from a Sri Lankan trader and from Ceylon and then converts the raw materials into finished goods and then gets the finished goods re-exported to British trader. Here, the Indian trader is involved in entry trade. For example, if you want to make, you want to produce some goods. Let's take an example as cars. So we don't the spare parts of the cars we can import from different countries and then that we can combine and we can uh, produce we can make a product and then that product can be exported to other countries so whether it will they can make modifications or not but they import goods from other countries and again that goods after modifications or without modification they sell to other countries that is called intra-port trade. So these are the different three types of international trade. Okay, export trade, import trade and intra-port trade. So far we have seen that internal trade, external trade, that is international trade, and the types of internal trade, wholesale trade and retail trade. And next, international trade or foreign trade types are import trade, export trade, and intra-port trade. And this chapter regarding internal trade. So then we have different types of retailer trading. And we have some features of internal trade. As we discussed that the internal trade features like the trade within the country, within the boundaries of the same country. Okay, in India, that may be between two countries, from Bombay and Delhi, between two countries, or between districts at local level, but within the boundaries of the same country. And next, the payments are made by the purchaser to seller in the home country in the domestic currency. Because it is a home uh, trading, so both buyer and seller belongs to same country. So they both use the same currency. So the trading in the internal trade, they use only domestic currency. And only a few formalities are required to be completed by the trader. No more formality. If we want to export and import, we have to take permissions from the government of the both countries and we have to pay the duties, custom duties. When import or export takes place from the other countries, we have to pay the duties. So no such formalities in regarding the internal trade. And it's the features of products are well known to the customer. So locally available products that so that the people or customer may aware about the products. And risk is more because of changes in demand from widely spread localized domestic market. So in home trade, the products may available in anywhere because the number of domestic markets. So that affected the demand. So the risk is more because of changes in demand from widely spread localized domestic markets. Localized domestic market, maybe markets may sell the products so that availability of products are more. So that the demand will be affected. The influence of political, legal, social, cultural, and economic of the country is less when compared with the foreign trade. So the trade is only within the country. So the rules or regulations or any modifications in the systems like that, the effect will be less or influence will be less with compared with the foreign trade, because here they will not import or export to any other countries. So that these all backgrounds or these all phenomena influence is very less on the internal trade. Next, the goods are manufactured according to the requirements of domestic consumers, and no specifications are reserved from the buyers. For example, specifications means if we want to produce goods in view of different categories or different criteria. For example, if you want to produce goods for the northern countries like that, or uh, cold age countries, according to the weather phenomena or other, uh, it is in internal trade, right, within the country. So there will be no specifications like that. Almost all the requirements of the people of domestic consumers will be same. So there will be no specifications are received from the buyers. For physical flow, here the specification is nothing but if it is export or import to other countries, the requirement of the countries near the equator will be different, and the requirements of the countries far away from the equator will be different. The weather conditions and food habits, so everything will be different. So such specifications will be very less in internal trade. And yet, for physical flow of goods from manufacturing point to the consumer point, only domestic transportation system is used. Domestic transportation means you can use roadways. If it is to other state, you can use railways like that. But if you want to export or import from to other countries, we may use the waterways also. So, but transportation in internal trade also will be domestic transportation system use. So these are the features of internal trade. So internal trade, wholesale trade will be there and retail trade will be there. Yesterday we have seen the meaning of wholesale and retail trade. Here some different types of retail traders are there. Here you can see itinerant retailers. Itinerant retailers means nothing but the people they go or move from one place to another place for trading. Okay. For selling the goods, they move from place to place. They travel from place to place. So the itinerant retailers are those retailers who do not have fixed place for a sale of goods. Here we can see different types of itinerant retailers, hawkers and peddlers. You can see in this picture, this person, he from place to place. The customers he can go to he go to state to move from one didn't know face to face. It will push their customers major factors and factors that is law. They usually sell products and retailers. Less product and low quantity